Warning out here. Gonna do another little poll real quick. Let's see if anybody knows this question. Do you know why stars twinkle at night? Or just twinkle. We'll just say that. No, goodness. And then put on here. Do do do. Alright, so we got a little poll started there. The sun is rising behind me. I got Sweetie the dog here with me. I'm at home this morning. I'm going into work a little bit later today. Um, so, but I'll still keep the stream around 30, 45 minutes. We'll see how it plays out. And we'll sip on some coffee and talk about some stuff. The birds are chirping. They're waking up. I got an oatmeal raisin cookie. Breakfast of champs, right? Sweetie, my dog, wants what I eat every time. I can't give you this. I know, you're being all cute and begging and stuff. I know. She wants to steal the show. You need to go lay down, sweetheart. Okay? I call her Sweetie because that's how she is. She's just so sweet. Aren't you? Mm-hmm. She's nice to the cats and everything. Doesn't try to mess with them at all. And she just wants loving all the time. It's a cool thing. So I see I got a few people on here. And you can say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're from. What country you're from. If you're from the States, you can tell me what state you're in. Let's see how many international people we get on here this morning. See how far our reach is around the world. Well, we've had a couple of people answer the poll so far. One person said they didn't care. Another person said yes. So that's cool. I also saw something really neat in the backyard. When the sun comes up, like this little brighter, I'll take you over there and show you what it is. Let's see if you can guess what it is as well. I had to do some research. It looks like a little cocoon type thing. We didn't know what animal did it. It's large. It's really big. So I had to do some research to find out what it was. I'll tell you that in a few minutes too. Get over there and, like I said, when it gets a little bit brighter, and I can explain what I discovered here in the backyard. In one of the gardens. Yeah. So yeah, it's a nice Tuesday morning. I'll be at home. I'll be doing my little live streams in the morning right here all this week. My hours changed at work because of the upcoming election. And then next week I'll go back to my regular hours after the election. Have you seen like a star right next to Jupiter? I'm not really good at identifying the stars and planets. I do like looking at them and gazing at them. And there is a cool app you can get that there's Dark Shark that you can turn your phone up to the sky and it'll tell you all the constellations and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I should know more. I had an uncle who worked for NASA. And he had this huge telescope in his yard. I mean, this thing was like 6 feet long. It was insanely huge. It took him like an hour to set up. But every time we went and visited him, he would go set that up. And we got Super Sand. Hey man. And he would set this thing up, and it was so cool. You could see all the craters on the moon and things like that. And he would tell us about different stars and stuff. And he was just a really fascinating guy. Really fascinating guy. And I had an opportunity to spend a summer with him, but I did not take advantage of that, and I missed out on a great opportunity because it wasn't but a few years after that he got sick, He ended up passing away. So, really cool guy, and I wish I had taken the time to spend that summer with him. I had nothing else going on. I wasn't married, didn't have any kids, nothing like that. It's just me. And he was a very smart guy. And he would tell me about the stars and stuff, and the planets and things like that. And it was just really cool to sit around and talk to him about those things. Um, and this was in the I mean, I remember late '80s, early '90s. Um, why do stars twinkle? We'll get that here in just a second. Um, so I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, he had his little computer in his cottage. He had a cottage. He didn't have like a house. It was just him, and he had this little cottage and a computer in there. It was an old computer. It was just like a black. It had the little green screen on there, the green letters and stuff like that. And he was memorizing the first 100 digits of the formula pi. Sahar from Iran, hello. And he had me sit there in front of that screen, and he turned the other way. He was beside me. I could see him in my peripheral vision. And he just started rattling off these numbers to the formula pi. And it was just, I couldn't keep up. He was going so fast. And I was just like, he was getting it right. And he was going down line after line after line after line. Insane. He was a genius. He was just a very interesting, great person. Super kind to everyone. Really nice guy. So yeah, it was. If you have relatives like that and you have an opportunity to spend some time with them, I would suggest doing so. From my experience, I missed out on an opportunity, like I said. Um, Hello, Ramesh. I'm doing okay this morning. I got my coffee and I got a cookie. Water in a jar with sound vibration makes a light. Cool. Um, Oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite cookie, and these are made at a local grocery store, fresh every day, and they have a little bit of cinnamon in them, so they're kind of like a spice oatmeal raisin, and it's really good. Really good. So let's look at our poll. We got a few people that say no, they don't know. And a few people said yes, and a couple people said they don't care about stars twinkling. But the reason stars twinkle and planets do not twinkle is because over the millions and billions of years and the distance between us and these particular and all the stars out there, things have passed in between us and that star over time. And if you wave your hand in front of a flashlight, you can make it turn. It seem like it's flashing if you put your hand and wave it in front of the light. That's kind of what's happening to the stars. So these stars, however long ago, were emitting their light in space, and you're looking back at time when you look at the stars. He's not reading the comments. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was just trying to tell a story about stars. My beard looks awesome. I'm not self-obsessed. I was just fascinated. I just want to tell a little story real quick. Don't get upset, FBI. But yeah, all the things that pass between us and the distant star gives it makes it look like it's twinkling. So yeah, that's why stars twinkle. Yeah, it takes forever for the stars to get to us, and then that all those things passing in between us and them give it that. Yeah, you don't look into the past when you're looking up the stars. That's mental. No, it's not. It's not. You are looking into the past. Think about it though. Conor McGregor again. You are looking at the past because the light that you're seeing now was emitted from that star millions and billions of years ago. So when you see that light, yeah, you're seeing it now, but that light was emitted from that star a long time ago. It's just now reaching us. So in a sense, you're looking back in time. I mean, you don't have to agree, Russell. Yeah, if you think it's fiction, whatever, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to argue with you about that. Yeah, it takes a few minutes for light from the sun to get here, like 8 minutes or something like that. It's okay, Russell. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to chastise you or argue with you about it. Yeah. Now, Neil deGrasse Tyson says, what are stars made out of? A lot of them. The sun's a star, and they're made out of all these gases that burn, and that's how they emit light. That's a very generic definition, but yeah, I don't know the actual definition of what makes a star, but all kinds of minerals and metals and gases that are just on fire, basically. I'm oversimplifying it. But yeah. It's pretty cool. Now, the sun has come up and I cannot see any stars at all. Hey, Russell, do you believe the earth is flat? Prove it? I don't know how I can prove it. There's a lot of things in life that you learn and I guess you could say accept or believe without having to actually prove them. Um, I don't know. Oh, um, I do have plans for Halloween. It's kind of weird. You can prove that water is level. Usually, go. Hello, we got Jonathan White. He says hello. Um, and but my Halloween plans are I've ordered a fog machine and 2 jugs of that mixture you put in there to make fog. I'm gonna put that in the front yard. And my neighborhood gets literally like 1,000 trick or treaters. They block off the entrance to the neighborhood. They park across the street, and all these kids, parents walk through the neighborhood every year. It's insane. Um, and the neighborhood's not that big or that super nice either. It's just people have just started coming here year after year after year, and a lot of the houses are active for Halloween, so it's good for kids to trick or treat. There's no cars, and it's just gotten popular. So yeah, Russell needs to go on a rocket and see. We got Lisa Cooper in Texas. Hello from Georgia. Um, Go on a rocket. He's in Florida. Jonathan White's in Florida as well. My Halloween plan is to have the fog machine in the front yard. I'm going to get huge rolls of black plastic that you put down on the ground and stuff like that at Lowe's or whatever. And you can get it like 12 feet wide, 50 feet long. I'm going to like black out the front of the house with it. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it like the day of. And then it's not going to take long. Just run some plastic, tack it up on some trees, or tape it to the house, or whatever. And then I'm going to have a sign out front that says no candy, because I'm not giving out candy again. There's plenty of candy in the neighborhood. They'll be fine if they skip my house. And then I'm going to, the fog machine, the sign that says no candy, house blacked out, and I'm going to sit on the front porch with my airsoft gun. My airsoft gun looks like an AR-15. It looks real, but it's just plastic. And I'm just going to sit out there in a chair and like rock and be like super creepy. I don't know. It may sound messed up. Somebody may call the cops on me, but I'm sitting in my own front yard. And if they come to me, I'm like, look, it's a plastic gun. You're supposed to scare people on Halloween. I'm just sitting here minding my own business. So some of you might think that's a little over to the top or something. I think it's hilarious. I don't know. I just want to do something different than all my neighbors. So Russell doesn't even believe that rockets are going into space. One person said that's a cool idea. Another person said that's not smart. These kids walk out of here with duffel bags full of candy. They're going to be fine if they skip my house. I didn't even give out candy last year. I just had to turn the lights out and just like, I'm not doing it. I'm kind of a holiday bah humbug person. There's some controversy what Russell's saying, and I see where he's going with this. He says rockets don't actually go into space. Some believe that although we leave the Earth's atmosphere, we're not technically in space. And then there's a whole thing on that you can read up on that too, but I don't want to consume the whole live stream with that. I'm not an astrophysicist or anything like that. I remember some things that like my uncle taught me and told me about. I do watch some videos and some documentaries and different things like that over time. It's a big money scam. Then if we don't go into space, then how do we get all the satellites up there? Do you believe, Russell, do you believe that satellites are a myth and that it's a money scam too? Wow, Mohammed bin Laden, what a name. Saddledoons. You're gonna be Ron Weasley for Halloween? I'd have to. I don't know Ron Weasley. I'll have to look that up. Really, Russell? I want to think that Russell's just pulling our leg. Oh, Mark's having coffee in Massachusetts. Here, cheers to you and your coffee. I hope you're enjoying it. We got Danny saying, hey, what's up? Hello. It's just a name. It's an alias. Yeah. He's from Harry Potter. So we got Russell. We'll see, has a little different idea about space and stuff this morning. We're not going to hate on Russell, though. I mean, like I said at the beginning, he's entitled to his opinion and beliefs. He's not trying to oppress mine. I don't feel like I need to oppress his. So, he's not hurting anybody with his beliefs. I think that's a core takeaway from it all. Have I looked at the star in a jar? Alien. We need aliens. Rock Lee thinks we need aliens to populate with humans. I don't know, man. That kind of freaked me out. Would they look like all the sci-fi movies and stuff? Swinging some clubs. That's Cheddar Bob. Where are you at, Cheddar Bob? Where are you? Not where are you at? Cheddar Bob says good day and everything. Ready to start swinging some clubs. Oh, like golf clubs? Do I think aliens exist? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. You're up in Maine, Cheddar Bob? Got a couple people up north there. Somebody said yesterday, the day before, they had a little bit of snow up there, which is wild to me. It's been almost like 80 degrees every day down here in Georgia. Sipping on some coffee. Yes, we are, Leo. That's kind of what we're doing here. That's what we do each morning. Kind of just chit-chat and sip on some coffee. Oh, you're the guy that's trying to get me to golf. That's right. Guys that are watching this or may watch it later, please forgive me. I'm horrible with names. I really am. I would have to have a notebook, and I'd be spending the whole live stream just taking notes. All right, Jonathan White's got to go. Have a good day, sir. If on the alien thing, I think there might be a chance there's some kind of alien, if you want to call it that, somewhere in the universe. I mean, the possibilities are enormous out there. There's so many galaxies and stars and planets, and maybe a couple of them line up like Earth and Sun do, and life happens. If you believe in God, maybe God has a couple more Earths out there. And if you believe in God, why not? And God's supposed to be able to do anything he wants. Right? Who's to say he's God, if you want to call him a he, is experimenting through the universe and saying, I've done Earth. I'm going to do this other planet. I'm going to do it this way and see how humans behave and other stuff. It's possible, I think. I'm Conor McGregor's brother, Carly. It's got to be the beard. It cracks me up. People say that I look like Conor McGregor. It really does. The poll's kind of mixed here. We got people saying they do know why stars twinkle. Some people say no, and we got 21% that say they don't care. All right, Russells, have a good day, man. We'll talk to you next time. Don't be shy. Come back again, please. I am 48 years old. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Bill 2 for twice as much. What's my favorite TV show, Danny? The first thing that pops in mind is Seinfeld. I always love Seinfeld. I could watch it over and over and over again. It's just, yeah. And then we got Ashy Skits. He says his name is Connor. He says hi, hello. Tell me where you guys are from, if you're from another country and stuff. Mohammed bin Laden believes the stars twinkle because of the atmosphere. I would disagree, because planets don't twinkle, but stars do. So, I don't think it's because of the atmosphere. Can you say, how day, Connor? Well, I guess I just did. Somebody from Maryland. We got a lot of people from Northeast up here on the stream today. That's interesting. Curb Your Enthusiasm is pretty hilarious too. Yeah. I like the first 3 or 4 seasons, then it kind of got a little too much, I guess. But anyway, some of them are pretty funny. And then Dark Shark is in Japan. He says he likes Japan better than UK. I do remember that. And we got someone from California, so it's nice and early for you in California. I hope you have a good day. Light scattered by the atmosphere. And then we got somebody from Columbus, Ohio. I would challenge you, Mohammed bin Laden, to look up on the internet, whatever way you want to, and see why stars twinkle. Yeah, Larry loves golf. The one episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm that I remember was about him wanting to go golf, but he watched the weather, and the weatherman said it was going to rain, so he didn't schedule it. But the next day, it ended up being bright and sunny, so he found out that the weatherman went to the same golf course, and he challenged him. He's like, "You told everybody it was going to rain, so you have the whole golf course to yourself." Stupid stuff like that on that show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, they twinkle because of the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song. That you got me. That's it, man. Leo got it right. Because of the song. Oh, man. You guys are awesome this morning. I love coming out in the morning with you guys because I think you're more genuine in the mornings than you are in the evenings, people in general. Skinwalkers? No, I'm not going to I don't think I believe in that. Is that like, Skinwalkers. People who can, like, what is a sci-fi term for that, where they can transform to another people or the things? I can't believe what that is. But I don't believe in that stuff. It's just sci-fi. To me. Big Baller says peace and love. I like that. People who walk in skin. I understand the term skinwalkers. I just don't. People who walk, on skin. Well, I guess if you're a cannibalist and you want to kill somebody and walk on their skin, you're technically a skinwalker, right? Your friend is a witch. Well, more power to him, I guess. And zombies, I don't think zombies are real, but cancel out the distortion with lasers. We're not lobsters with exoskeletons. That is true. Oh man, I got something. I'm trying to burp, but I can't burp. It won't come up, which would be rude on the live stream to burp in front of you guys. Not the Dahmer way. What about Bigfoot? I don't know about that either. I don't know. I don't think there is a Bigfoot. I mean, we've mapped and explored almost every corner of this earth. Not every bit of it, granted. But, and identified a lot of different creatures and animals. But I don't think we had. I don't think there is such a thing as Bigfoot. But you still haven't answered my question, Mohammed. Why do planets not twinkle then? Telescopes direct laser in the sky. How about the ocean? Yeah, well, the ocean, we haven't explored all of that. And we have a helicopter. Yep. And it's not one of my WTF news broadcasts either. It's an actual helicopter. There's a little municipal airport just a couple miles from here. And little prop planes will be flying around and stuff during the day, especially on the weekend. It's weird. I commented on that too. It's like, if I could afford a plane, I wouldn't just fly it in circles over my town. I would take it an hour away, land somewhere, and go eat lunch somewhere, Ashy says that they're a kid. That's fine. I list these things as not kid friendly because I never know what's going to happen. And just to cover myself, I don't encourage kids to join in my live streams. I will say that. But South Park's pretty fun. It's really, I used to think it was too far out there, but the more I watched it, it's just hilarious. And it's so wild how they can come up with an episode so fast about a current event. Something can happen on Monday, and by Friday they got a full episode about it. It's crazy. Dark Shark is in Japan and is 16 years old. Technically a kid. No, this is an actual coffee mug. I knocked on my mug and dog sat up like, yes, you called for me? She just wants more pets and stuff. Have you guys seen my dog? There she is. She's here. Hey, girl. She's an older dog, but she's a sweet dog. No, it's a ceramic mug. It's ceramic. I bought it. I can't remember what store I bought it from, but I like it. It says contains caffeinated drink, liquid energy, and it has that rustic feel. It came this way. I haven't had it so long that I've worn out the letter. It came that way. So It's really huge. I can put almost like 16 ounces of coffee in that thing. It's got a huge handle on it too. That's another thing I like. I like to be able to grab the whole handle, stick my whole hand in there. That's how big it is. It's just I like the huge handle. I like the design. It's just my favorite mug. Why were you worried, Black Helmet? Who's my favorite character from South Park? And I'm sure a lot of people say Cartman. Although he is a pretty funny character. I may say Cartman as well. I can't remember which one's which as far as the other names are concerned. I like the Black Chef they used to have on there. They don't have anymore. I thought he was hilarious. The Black Chef. And he'd sing those songs about women. So jacked up. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. Yeah, I don't have a plastic coffee mug. All my coffee mugs are ceramic. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you what I discovered in the yard. Let's take a little walk real quick. It's really cool. It's on the side of this bush. And when I in the bush, I almost around. It's bushes. But anyway, this guy right here. See that guy? It's bigger than a quarter. It's there's my thumb. But it's huge considering. And it's not like a butterfly, but upon further research, found out that the cocoon for praying mantis. Don't eat it. I'm trying to show it to him, sweetie. He's over sniffing like he's gonna eat it or something. But it's actually for praying mantis. It's an egg sac. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It's huge. My camera doesn't want to focus. But there it is. And we just happened to see it. But it's massive as far as, cocoons are concerned. We thought it was for like a giant moth or something like that. There's my watch. It's 8 o'clock. This. Sweetie, I'm not ignoring you, girl. She's like, pet me all the time. She's just pet me all the time. You've never sniffed this bush until I come over here. She's a mess. Don't eat that, please. I want that thing to survive. Praying mantises are pretty cool. I didn't know they had huge egg sacs like that. So we should, if everything goes as nature has planned, we should have a bunch of praying mantises next year. We try to make our gardens critter friendly. That's my dog. Leo Martin. So that's my dog. She doesn't bark at the neighbors. She doesn't chase the cat. She likes to play fetch for about 5 minutes and then she gets tired. She'd be perfectly content if I just sat here and petted her for the next 12 hours. I would make her day. Just sit here and pet her all day long. Thank you, Dark Shark. I appreciate that. She's a cutie. She's a rescue. Had her about a month now. She was just wandering the neighborhood. We took her in. Didn't we? I spoil her. I give her all kinds of treats. Her name is Sweetie. I drink my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. If you got good coffee, you shouldn't have to put anything in it. It's like a good steak. If you have a good cut of beef, you don't need to add all kinds of craziness to it. Like A1 steak sauce and maybe a little salt and pepper and that's it. But yeah. Evergreen says good morning. Hello. I drink a black. I'm not racist. Let's see. the whole coffee things when I was in the army, you never you never knew if you're going to have cream and sugar available, and it was always the powdered stuff if you did have it or anywhere around. Um, so I just got used to drinking it black, and army coffee is pretty rough. Um, but you didn't have sodas and other stuff like that. You just drank water all day, and if you can get coffee in the morning, if you're lucky to get coffee in the morning, then yeah, you would drink it and you would choke it down. It was black, but so yeah, I just got used to drinking it black. And then you buy good coffee. Now there's some cheap coffees that just don't taste good. You got to add stuff to them. But if you get a good quality bean, it's good. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate you subbing and everything like that, and like this stuff. And I am flattered that you think I'm actually cool. Dark Sharks in Japan. He's saying good night, so we'll say good night to him. And we got Enzi on here saying good morning. How are you this morning, Enzi? Yeah. Let's look at our poll. We got 38 votes on here. A majority of people know why stars twinkle. So that's kind of cool. A few people don't care, and that's fine too. And then Black Helmet says Pete's Colombian Major Dickinson blend. That's quite the name for a coffee. Jesus with a middle finger. There's you like bourbon, you hate coffee. Is made most expensive coffee is made from animal poop bean. No, I'm not doing that. There is a brewery in Birmingham, Alabama, and if you're here in the States, check them out. I think they they roast their own coffee beans. They have quite a few blends. They try to be what is it called? Trade safe or something like that. Fair trade. They're fair trade, and all that good stuff. And they're out of Birmingham, Alabama. Their name is O. Henry's. They have a website. You can order coffee. I live in Georgia. It's in Alabama. I'll order 4 or 5 bags of coffee from them, and it's at my doorstep the very next day via UPS. Standard shipping. It's crazy how fast it gets here. But if you want to try them out, they got a bunch of blends and stuff. It's named O. Henry's, and you can get a pound of coffee sent to your home quick, and you can get it whole bean or ground and all that other good stuff. That's just the one that Rachel and I order from. She's from O. Henry's. Yep, that's the name of it. O. Henry's. Just the O apostrophe Henry's. And they're in Birmingham, Alabama. But yeah, it's good coffee. And you guys can maybe put in the comments after this video. You get something else delivered. Yeah, check them out. Hi from the Philippines, Dialhan Daveo. I know there's thousands and thousands of coffee roasters throughout the country, and millions probably around the world, but it's just one that I like. Its name is Kopi Coffee. Kopi Coffee. I've never heard of that one. Let me write that down. I do have a notepad here. See? Notepad. Kopi Coffee. I'll write that down. I'll check them out. Is that like a local thing? Write that down. Folgers is number 1. I mean, if you're in a pinch, Folgers is not bad, actually. It really isn't. And when I'm at the post office, the previous office was really a big office, so we'd brew a whole pot of coffee, and I wasn't bringing O. Henry's there. It would go so fast, I couldn't afford it. There it goes. I've heard about the poop beans, as you call them. I've heard of that stuff. And yeah, I've heard of the poop beans. That's so bizarre. And they're supposed to be like some, exotic coffee bean. Ooh, I'm like, nah, I'll just take a regular coffee bean. With a splash of whiskey in your coffee? I've never done that. Meerkats. Not meerkats. Autocorrect. Yeah, you're doing voice to text. It'll mess you up, man. Doesn't matter if you got iPhone or Android. If you talk fast or have an accent like me, it'll jack it up every time. Dion Cole is a comedian. He was making fun of smartphones. He goes, I don't hate this autocorrect. I asked where my at, and it said where my ninjas at. He goes, I don't know any ninjas. It autocorrected his N word for ninjas, and he's hilarious. I just thought that was funny. He goes, where all my ninjas at? I don't know any ninjas. Yeah, Dion Cole. Look him up on YouTube. He's got a bunch of little bits on there and stuff. He's this huge black guy, super muscular guy. He's got this really deep voice, and when he in his earlier years of his career, he always had a notepad in his hand, and he would say jokes, and based on the audience's reaction, he would mark it out or circle it. It was kind of funny. He's gotten past that, and but he's a really funny guy. One of those comedians. Got to check out if you haven't heard him before. You like fried tomatoes in your breakfast eggs? Sure, sure. I don't mind some. Is it like chopped up tomatoes or just like a slice of? I love tomatoes. Anyway, I like fried green tomatoes. Those are good on a sandwich. Um, but yeah, Lewis likes fried tomatoes. My ninjas. Little stuff like that just pops into my head. I don't know. um, anyway, we were talking about coffee. Kopi coffee, somebody says nasty, somebody says good. Is that the poop coffee? Is Kopi coffee the poop coffee? Because if it is, I'm not going to look it up. I don't want the poop coffee. Mixed coffee. I'm a chill dude. Thanks. Don't well, like and subscribe. Come back come back again soon or every time. Fried bacon or smell of onions? I'd rather have the smell of onions, honestly. Um, I love onions and all kinds of stuff. I don't eat pork anymore. I just don't. I mostly eat just like chicken and fish when it comes to meat. But yeah, I would rather have onions. They're so versatile. You can put them in all kinds of stuff. Pablo Instant Coffee. I do not know Pablo Instant Coffee. I'm writing all this down. Pablo Instant Coffee. I mean, if you can, if you slow cook some onions and caramelize them, put them in like baked beans or on a sandwich or something like that, man, they're really good. Really, I can't understand why some people don't like onions. I mean, that's fine, but it's just bizarre to me why you would not like onions. Cafe Bustelo, I've had that before. It's pretty good. Onions and beef, yeah. I'll have a burger every once in a while. Um, and onions are good, but I'll have onions on all kinds of stuff. I'll put onions in my salad. I'll put onions, you know, Hellman's or Miracle Whip. We got all the different questions. Enzi's trying to really figure me out here. I probably like regular mayonnaise. Hellman's, yeah. Got North Dakota Zigzag. Hey, North Dakota Zigzag. Duke's. Duke's mayonnaise. Yep. I just bought some. Normally I take like a peanut butter sandwich to work with me. I'll change it up. I got some roasted turkey and I bought some mayonnaise so we can have you know, um, black holes and wormholes. If I knew something about that, I would definitely talk to you about that, Tornado. Um, I think that exceeds my mental comprehension. The black holes and wormholes. It's just like string theory and some of this other stuff. I can't. Yeah, yeah. Someone called Neil deGrasse Tyson. Get him in here. Have him, man, wouldn't that be crazy? Have him split screen with me or any of us, really. That'd be, I would watch it. That's wild. You like your worm in a black hole? Funny, Leo. Very funny. Ha ha ha. I see where you're going with that. uh, Here in California, it's called Best Foods. Same label as Hellman's, just a different name. Your worm in a black hole. Never fails. There'll be somebody that comes up with something like that every time. The only bad thing about this mug is that I can't drink it fast enough. By the time I get to the bottom of it, it's cold or room temperature. I tried to change my mindset. Well, iced coffee. Iced coffee. The dog has left me. She's laying out in the grass, the wet grass, and I don't know. I've made her a big bed with a heating pad and stuff like that. She stays outside. I can't let her in. I got too many cats and stuff, and the house is not that big. And I don't know if she's housebroken either. So, yeah, when she goes to the bathroom, it's a lot. She's an 80-pound dog. So, I don't know. Tacos or nachos? Tacos or nachos? I like them both. I'd probably go with, golly. Is it just cheese and chips for nachos, or are we talking like loaded nachos? So the more a star twinkles, the younger it is. Its matter is unstable compared to an older star. Huh. I didn't know that. That kind of makes sense. Super nachos. No, I'm not getting. Well, we're going to scratch Kopi coffee out. I'm not looking up poop coffee. I'm just going to go ahead and. Nope, not going to do it. Yeah. Leo's got jokes. Nachos are just tacos that don't have their life together. He's right. You go to a Mexican restaurant, you're ordering the same ingredients just mixed in a different way. It's the same stuff over and over again, with a variation of maybe a sauce or two. It's the same stuff, just remixed in a different and displayed a different way. You could just stir it all up into a pile and you got the same stuff. And I would be honored to do a split screen with Neil. That would be wild. I'd be just, starstruck. Whoa, what do I say? You guys would have to help me with questions. Leo's out of control. I know, right? He's keeping us entertained this morning. He's picking up my slack. Onions and garlic are used for black magic. Oh. Well, there you go. Is that like voodoo and stuff? Hoodoo and voodoo? The Mr. Ramesh is asking me a question I don't quite understand. Where do I seat? I'm not sure. We got somebody from Tajikistan. Saman. Hello. No, tacos are Tuesday. Tuesday tacos. Taco Tuesday. Garlic keeps vampires away. Do I know about superfluids? Tornado's got all these high-tech questions I just cannot answer. I do not know about superfluids. So I'll write that down too, superfluids. Maybe I'm going to learn something today. Somebody had steak with sour cream and chili sauce. T-bone steak. Yeah, that autocorrect will get you, buddy. No, you're fine, Leo. You're fine, dude. Just carry on, man. No hard feelings here at all. I kind of like it. Hey, no, be sorry for being a science nerd. It's fascinating stuff. I just don't know. Where are you now? You're seated in a van or at your home. It looks like a van. I'm actually in a gazebo in my backyard, and I'm in Georgia. I'll say I'm close to Atlanta, Georgia. How about that? Yep. Now, other mornings, I'm typically sitting on a bench outside my work, and there's a brick wall behind me. But this week, my hours have changed. But anyway, it's nice. This gazebo was a kit, and from Lowe's, and I had to put it all together. It came on a pallet. They had to ship it here from a truck, and got dropped off at my house. It took me about 2 days, 2.5 days to put it together. Horseradish on a pumpkin pie? Who tricked you into doing that, Enzy? Somebody's pulling a prank on you, buddy. Horseradish is you have for me. It's just a little bit of horseradish. That's all you need. That stuff's potent. Yep, it's a gazebo, and it was like 1,400 bucks or something like that. And I installed the ceiling fan in it, so you can see my wiring up there. But I installed the ceiling fan, and I ran electricity from the house. I buried the wire, ran it up there, and got the ceiling fan going. These lights are solar powered lights. They have a little battery bank. Um, Rainy night in Georgia. Nah, it wasn't a bad price. It's a very sturdy um, gazebo. It's 10 foot by 10 foot, and somebody's gonna do roasted pecans. There's the next. I'm trying to read the comments, and talk at the same time. It's not code. Probably. I don't think this is. Yeah, I'm not worried about code, but um, anyway, it's not burning the place down. But it's not. It's just because I didn't put it in conduit. Is that what you're saying? My electricity? I didn't put it in conduit right there. I mean, I ran conduit all down through here, and I got an outlet there, and then it goes down, it goes in the ground, it goes across, and goes into the house. The only wires exposed is right there, that little rise. Um, the the connections are not. Oh, you're just messing with me, Enzy. Look at you. I was trying to defend my work. He's messing with me. Do I have room for chickens? No. I've had chickens in the past. I'm in the city limits. I don't think we're allowed to have chickens. Um, and I have a lot of pets, Tornado. I have more pets than I like to admit. We do a lot of animal rescue stuff, and I'm trying to um, start a little side hustle, if you will. And I don't want the cat out of the bag. Once I get it all together, I'll tell you more about it. To raise, and then I'm going to be selling a product that I'll make, and all the proceeds will go to animal rescue. So Paul says hello. Hey, Paul. Don't deep fry prime rib. You're going to waste a prime rib. Why would you deep fry a steak? I'm a little gassy this morning. I apologize, guys. All I had was cereal and coffee this morning, and a cookie. But why would you? Who told you to deep fry a prime rib? Yeah, do that outside. Get you a turkey fryer. Take that outside and dunk it outside, man. Oh man, deep fried prime rib. You have birds, parrots, cockatiels, chickens, and budgies. What's a budgie? Tornado. You need to download the app called Merlin. Merlin. It's a free app for Android or iPhone. You can use it anywhere in the world. And what it does is it uses the microphone in your microphone on your phone, and it listens to the birds around you, and it tells you what birds are chirping around you, and you can click on and get more information. It's really cool. So if you get out in the morning, if you like birds and you get out, you want to know all these different birds. Merlin, Merlin. Am I excited about the election? I'm excited. I'll be excited when the election's over. Oh gosh, I'll be glad when it's over. I don't care what. I, I don't know if I even care which way it goes. I just want it to be over. Merlin does that. Yep, Merlin. It's a cool app, and you when you download it, you download the map for your region. So I got the Southeast United States, and there's a bird identifier. You can go step by step and identify a bird if you see it, but you weren't able to record it. You can go step by step, and it'll help you identify what bird you saw. When you download your region, it's only going to list birds that are typically going to be in your area that fit that description. So it helps narrow it down. And it will list birds that may be rare in your area because of migration and stuff like that. It's just a cool app. You should check it out, Merlin. Oh, I'm sorry, Ramesh. You praised about my gazebo in the house. I apologize. Sometimes the comments go a little quick. But thank you all the same. I get on a tangent and then I don't read as fast. Francisco speaks Spanish to us. I apologize. I don't. No habla español. Let's say no habla español. Lo siento. I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. that's all I remember from Spanish class. Which, like, I know two things in sign language. This is thank you, and this is I'm sorry. I know how to apologize in different languages. Oh gosh, Leo. Francisco's in Brazil. Thank you, Ramesh. I appreciate that. I really do. I really enjoy doing these morning streams. It gives me a good start to the day. Um, yeah, just kind of chatting with people, and it kind of lifts my spirit a little bit. Kind of gives me a better outlook on the day when I do these morning streams. I used to have a lot of issues with that, and I still kind of do from time to time. Your only sign language is the middle finger. um, yeah, but anyway, you know, my history's been kind of crazy. But the morning streams, I've learned over the past few weeks that they help my outlook for the day. Chatting with complete strangers about complete random stuff over a cup of coffee. Hmm. I don't have a farm. I live in the city and I work at the post office. So it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. I think it was just I'm sitting still, so I brought a jacket. If I was working or and walking around doing stuff, I probably wouldn't have a jacket on. So it's kind of right in that area. I'm almost at 1 hour. I try to limit my live streams to about 1 hour. No need to apologize. Let's see here. Yes, yes, I was in the army for 23 years. Um, but I limit my streams to about 1 hour, so I got about a minute and a half left, and then I'll sign off. Um, I feel like after about an hour, I kind of run out of things that to talk about. We got to let's rock and roll and have a party every second day. Who else is saying hello? We got. Oh, that's a wild name. I'll just call you Aiko. Yeah, cuss words in a foreign language like bendejo. Crip Blue wants to know if I swing. Only at the park, if the kids aren't around, then I'll swing. Well, guys, it's been another fun morning of coffee with Malcolm. Thank you for joining me. Um, and then Ramesh is from India, so thank you very much for hanging out. Um, I'm doing okay, Aiko, but we're signing off right now, and I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Um, I hope you guys have a good day. hit the like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. Look at some other videos that I have that are not live streams. I put together some little skits and stuff. You might like. You might like it. So, you guys have a good day. Thank you for hanging out. Bye, NZ. Bye, Leo. Bye, Aiko. And everybody else that was on here. I know there's so many others I'm not calling out. But, and Ramesh. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, all right? Thank you.